Welcome to the Grand Prix season.
It's the start of the competition. We will see how the riders struggle at the beginning. At the gates, red, Andreas Jonsson. Blue helmet, Christoph Kasperzak. White. Finishing we have, and next series of heats lie ahead of us. Finishing we have, Chris Older. The next series of heats lie ahead of us. At the gates, red, Chris Harris. Blue helmet, Jaroslaw Hampel. White, Thomas H. Jonasson. Yellow, Greg Hancock. Start. A dangerous situation. Thomas H. Jonasson drops into last place. Thomas H. Jonasson last. Jaroslaw Hampel lost a place. Elbow to elbow. First, Chris Harris. Thomas H. Jonasson last. It could end up badly. Races at the halfway stage now. From the inner curb as follows. Chris Harris. Finishing we have. Jaroslaw. The next series of heats lie ahead of us. From the inner curb as follows. Troy Batchelor, wild card. We've got the following lads on the finish line. Now it's time for the second round of heats. Clash between two unbeaten riders. From the inner curb as follows. Matsej Janowski. And finishing we have. The next series of heats lie ahead of us. From the inner curb as follows. Wild card, Chris Harris. Finishing we have. Nicki Pedersen. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. Clash between two unbeaten riders. Who will win this time? At the gates, red, Jaroslaw Hampel. Blue helmet, Troy Batchelor. Finishing we have. Jaroslaw. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. From the inner curb as follows. Jason Doyle, Matty Zagar, Greg Hancock, and close to the safety fence, Niels Christian Iversen. Tapes go up. It could end up badly. An even start for the pack. Niels Christian Iversen drops into last place. A dangerous situation. Niels Christian Iversen last. Matty Zagar cheated his opponents. A dangerous situation. First, Jason Doyle. Niels Christian Iversen bringing up the rear. Matty Zagar lost a place. First, Jason Doyle right behind. Greg Hancock. Matty Zagar is overtaken. Matty Zagar lost a place. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. First, Jason Doyle. Entering the last bend. Elbow to elbow. Greg Hancock wins. It was a fascinating race. We're just about to start the third round of heats. Finishing we have Nicki Pedersen, Andreas Jonsson. The next series of heats lie ahead of us. From the inner curb as follows: Greg Hancock, Tai Woffinden, Troy Batchelor, and close to the safety fence, Christoph Kasperzak. From the inner curb as follows: Tai Woffinden. Finishing we have Tai. The next series of heats lie ahead of us. At the gates, red, Matti Zegar. Blue helmet, Thomas H. Jonasson. White. We've got the following lads on the finish line. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. We've got the following lads on the finish line. Some riders are just a step away from the semi-finals. Will they make it? From the inner curb as follows: Chris Holder, Greg Hancock, wild card, and close to the safety fence, Andreas Jonsson. Start. Elbow to elbow. Andreas Jonsson is disqualified. First, Chris Holder. Wild card, bringing up the rear. Wild card comes in front. Takes the lead. Chris Holder takes the lead. Wildcard has let himself be cheated by his rivals. First, Chris Holder, close on his tail, Greg Hancock. Wildcard last. Chris Holder lost a place. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. First, Greg Hancock. Entering the crucial last bend. Greg Hancock is in a class of his own. The next series of heats lie ahead of us. We've got the following lads on the finish line. The next series of heats lie ahead of us. We've got the following lads on the finish line. The next series of heats lie ahead of us. We've got the following lads on the finish line. It's the last session of the regular part of the finishing we have Matti. The next series of heats lie finishing we have Chris. The next series of heats lie ahead of us. At the gates, red, Michael Jepsen Jensen. Blue helmet, Greg Hancock. White, Matsej Janowski. Yellow, Nicki Pedersen. The tape dries. It could end up badly. An even start for the pack. Matsej Janowski drops into last place. Matsej Janowski last. A dangerous situation. Nicki Pedersen is overtaken. First, Michael Jepsen Jensen. A dangerous situation. Race is at the halfway stage now. First, Greg Hancock. Right behind, Nicki Pedersen. It could end up badly. The situation changes instantly. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Matsej Janowski is way behind his rivals. Entering the last bend. Greg Hancock is in a class of his own. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. Finishing we have Tai Woffinden. Top two riders from this heat qualify for We've got the following lads on the finish line. There are 2 places left. Who will get them? At the gates, red, Nicki Pedersen. Blue helmet, Greg Hancock. White, Andreas Jonsson. Yellow, Matsej Janowski. The tape dries. It could end up badly. Not the best launch from the gate for Greg Hancock. First, Nicki Pedersen. Greg Hancock last. First, Matsej Janowski takes the lead. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. Race is at the halfway stage now. Greg Hancock is still in 4th place. Andreas Jonsson overtakes. Andreas Jonsson drops into last place. Zayanowski has let himself be cheated by his rivals, entering the crucial last bend. And Zayanowski, Nicki Pedersen, wins! It was a fascinating race. Who will win tonight's GP? From the inner curve as follows: Jaroslaw Hampel, Tai Woffinden, Greg Hancock, and close to the safety fence, Nicki Pedersen. Start. A dangerous situation. Tai Woffinden is disqualified. Nicki Pedersen is disqualified. Greg Hancock last. It's pretty close here. Greg Hancock, Jaroslaw Hampel takes the lead. Race is at the halfway stage now. Little distance between the riders. A dangerous situation. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. There's no party at all. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. It's pretty close here. Entering the crucial last bend. Jaroslaw Hampel wins! Jaroslaw Hampel wins this GP round. We've also got Greg Hancock and Nicki Pedersen on. Let the competition begin. Well, I hope we'll be a witness to a meeting full of marvellous moments. At the gates, red, Thomas A. Jonasson, blue helmet, Greg Hancock, white, Chris Holder, yellow, Tai Woffinden. Take off. Greg Hancock left at the start. It could end up badly. Tai Woffinden drops into last place. A dangerous situation. Greg Hancock, Tai Woffinden overtakes. First, Chris Holder. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. Chris Holder has let himself be cheated by his rivals. Race is at the halfway stage now. It's pretty close. Tai Woffinden cheated his opponents. A dangerous situation. Chris Holder bringing up the rear. What a thrilling moment. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Greg Hancock is disqualified. From the inner curve as follows. Finishing we have. Chris, next series of heats lie ahead of us. We've got the following lads on the finish line. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. Finishing we have Chris. The next series of heats. Finishing we have Jaroslaw. It's time for the second round of heats. Finishing we have Jaroslaw. The next series of heats lie ahead of us. At the gates, red, Matty Zagar, blue helmet, Jason Doyle, white, Greg Hancock, yellow, Niels Christian Everson. Elbow to elbow, an even start for the pack. First, Matty Niels Christian Everson overtakes. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. Niels Christian Everson drops into last place. It could end up badly. First, Jason Doyle overtakes. Niels Christian Everson last. Race is at the halfway stage now. Matty Zagar leading from the start. Jason Doyle cheated his opponents. Elbow to elbow. What a thrilling moment. It could end up badly. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Matty Zagar. Greg Hancock is excluded. From the inner curb as follows. Finishing we have. Next series of heats. We've got the following lads on the finish. Next series of heats. Finishing we have. Nicki. We're just about to start the third. We've got the following lads on the finish. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. At the gates, red, Andreas Jonsson. Blue helmet, Troy Batchelor. White, Michael Jepsen Jensen. Yellow, Greg Hancock. Tapes go up. It could end up badly. Troy Batchelor is off. A fall. From the inner curb as follows. Andreas Jonsson, Greg Hancock. Start. A lightning start for Andreas Jonsson. First, Andreas Jonsson. Greg Hancock, last. Situation. Little distance between the riders. Andreas Jonsson takes the lead. Greg Hancock, Andreas Jonsson drops into last place. Race is at the halfway stage now. First, Greg Hancock, right behind Andreas Jonsson. Andreas Jonsson bringing up the rear. There's no party at all. Andreas Greg Hancock is disqualified. Finishing we have, and next series of heats lie ahead of us. We've got the following lads on the finish line. Next series of heats We've got the following lads on the finish line. Some riders are just a step Finishing we have, Matty. The next series of heats lie ahead of us. At the gates, red, Greg Hancock. Blue helmet, Jaroslaw Hampel. White, wild card. Yellow, Krzysztof Kasperzak. The tapes rise. A dangerous situation. Krzysztof Kasperzak is disqualified. First, wild card. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. First, wild card. Greg Hancock, last. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. Wildcard leading from the start. It could end up badly. Greg Hancock, Jaroslaw Hampel comes in front. A dangerous situation. Wildcard lost a place. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. First, wildcard. Entering the crucial last bend. Greg Hancock is disqualified. Finishing we have. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. Finishing we have. Nicki. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. Finishing we have. It's the last session of the regular. We've got the following lads on the finish line. Next series of heats lie ahead of us is Greg Hancock to finish the competition without scoring any. From the inner curb as follows. Chris Harris, Greg Hancock, Maciej Janowski, and close to the safety fence, Nicki Pedersen. Tapes go up. A dangerous situation. Nicki Pedersen is disqualified. Greg Hancock is disqualified. Finishing we have. Maciej. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. We've got the following lads on the finish line. The next series of heats lie ahead of us. Finishing we have. Tai Top two riders from this heat qualified. We've got the following lads on the finish. Who else will complete the lineup? We've got the following lads on the finish. Who will win tonight's GP? Tai Woffinden wins today's round. Apart Let the competition begin. Well, I hope we'll... From the inner curve as follows. Nicki Pedersen, Chris Harris. We've got the following lads on the finish. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. At the gates, red, Thomas H. Jonasson. Blue helmet, Jaroslaw Hampel. White, Andreas Jonsson. Yellow, Greg Hancock. The tapes rise. It could end up badly. Not the best moves from the gate for Greg Hancock. Andreas Jonsson overtakes. A dangerous situation. Jaroslaw Hampel. Jaroslaw Hampel drops into last place. It could end up badly. Thomas H. Jonasson takes the lead. Greg Hancock takes the lead. First, Greg Hancock. Jaroslaw Hampel last. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. First, Greg Hancock. Right behind, Andreas Jonsson. Jaroslaw Hampel bringing up the rear. What a thrilling moment. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Jaroslaw Hampel is way behind his rivals. Entering the crucial last bend. Greg Hancock wins. It was a fascinating race. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. From the inner curve as follows. Troy Batchelor. We've got the following lads on the finish. Next series of heats. We've got the following lads on the finish. Time for the second round of heats. Will Nicki Pedersen once again prove his supremacy?